Hey guys, okay, so today I've got the Pretty Fresh Hydrating Foundation from Colorpop, the Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Creamy Concealer from Colorpop. Now I want to say, I swear, like, I know like the other day I hauled this, but I swear I thought this was the same foundation that, was it the No Filter? Yeah, I thought this was the No Filter foundation. I was just like, why is that such a buzz right now? They've had that out for a while, but no, this is actually a new one. This is the Hydrating foundation. I don't know. Anyway, so we're going to try that today. Now, full disclosure, this is not a first impression because I actually filmed this full video last week, but I just didn't I wasn't happy with how it came out. I don't know. I've been going through some health issues right now that are completely unrelated, just FYI, to any viruses that are going around. And so I feel like I'm a little bit scatterbrained, so that's like my baseline anyway, but it just seems like more so at this point. So, and speaking of health, you guys will never guess. Like, just try to guess. Put that in, before I tell you, put that in the comments. Like, just guess what I'm going to tell you right now that has something to do with health and something to do with my husband. Bless his heart. Yeah, he got sick again. I know I shouldn't laugh, I guess, because people are freaking out, but like, he got another cold. Like, it was just a cold this time. I mean, just very obviously a cold. He didn't even have a fever or anything, but it just is funny to me that the poor man, like, he just can't catch a break. Have I been sick at all? No. Not a single cold, not a single sore throat. I know it's terrible. I'm a little slap happy about it because it's just, I can't believe like the things that happen in my life. It's like, you can't make this stuff up, man. So anyway, he got over it though, and he's better. So no worries, but oh my goodness, it's just every day it's like I wake up and I'm just like, all right, what's gonna happen today? Okay, so let's just get this on. All right. And that also reminds me, well, you know what? Actually, I'll just save that for another video. You'll have to come back if you want to hear any of that stuff. Okay, so today I think I'm going to go ahead and use, what am I going to use? What brush am I going to use? I think I'll just use my BH Cosmetics brush. I could use a sponge, but I'm not gonna. So we're using this one today. All right, so this is just a flat top kabuki brush. And again, I wore this the other day. The shade is too dark. I have it in the shade Light 45W, but I want to say, I mean, there's a lot of shades, which is nice. Well, they give you kind of like, that pumped out a ton of product. It's really runny. Like, the undertone looks just right spot on for me, but I don't like that pump because it pumps out like a ton of product. Anyway, so I was saying about the shades, it's very very thin, which I like, yet still a little bit creamy. So it's the consistency is nice. I'm just gonna dot on the shades though. I want to say that if I wanted to get the correct undertone, which this is the correct undertone, I think the next shade up that is lighter than this would have been too light. You know what I mean? So I think if I do like this foundation, and again, I'll give you my thoughts in just a second. I would just, if I loved this foundation and I couldn't live without it, then I would probably just mix in a foundation lightener, which the one that I have is the LA Girl HD Pro Coverage. Oh, whoa. Pro Coverage HD High Definition Longwear Illuminating Foundation. So this, I really like this for lightening foundations because it's just a white mixer, and it's just really convenient. If you don't have access to something like that, then I would suggest getting like a concealer that you like, and just in like the lightest shade that they offer, and if you need to lighten, and then just lighten it with that concealer, and it also give you some added coverage. It just depends on what your whole philosophy on the thing, because if you like the foundation and you like how it looks, if you add a concealer to it or any other product to it, it might change the consistency, might change the coverage, that kind of stuff. So, you know, obviously kind of do a little research or have a thought process and figure out what's going to work best for you. Anyway, all right, here we go. So this is how it looks on one coat. It does say that it's hydrating, like I think it's medium buildable coverage, a hydrating foundation with skin perfecting medium buildable coverage for natural healthy looking skin. Yes, I'm gonna say not medium though. I am gonna say maybe low medium. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and just even out our other side just so we can do it. If you guys are interested in hearing more about that white mixer, I can do a video on that as well. I might just, you know, turn it into like a get ready with me or, you know, something just so that it's not just like, this is a white mixer. Bye, you know? Because the undertone is just about spot on, it doesn't, on camera, it will probably look like it's a good shade, but it is too dark. So that's that. Now, look, that whole thing did my entire face, that one pump, and I still have a ton of product left. So I would say you probably need, depending on what you're looking for and how you do your makeup, I always blend my foundation in, like really well, buff it in with a kabuki style brush or a sponge. I am not one to just kind of stamp it on and leave it like, I'll have to try doing that. I know I've said this before. I'll have to just try doing that one of these days. Like just stamp the product, stipple it on without, and just letting it sit there, because I just see a lot of people doing their makeup that way where they just really don't. I mean, and maybe I'm the one that's wrong, and I guess there's not really a right or wrong, but I want that foundation to be blended into my skin so it doesn't look like a mask sitting on top of my skin. That's just me. That's just how I do it. I'm just gonna have to wipe the rest of this off. But even like right now I'm stippling a little bit with my brush, but even in this instance, I am going to be stippling for, you know, an hour and a half to make sure that you cannot see the foundation sitting on top of my skin, or at least as well as I can, to where I feel that it's blended in. My ideal makeup is the kind that makes you look perfect without making you look like you're wearing a ton of makeup. Like, I do not normally want someone to say, wow, her makeup is amazing. I want someone to come by and say, wow, your skin looks beautiful. You know, and people don't do that to me, but can you understand what I'm saying? Like, I don't want people to see my makeup. I want them to just feel like I got great skin, you know? I want it to be undetectable. I guess that's what I'm saying. But also offer coverage. I know I asked for so much. Offer coverage and an evening look. So, all right. So we're finally up. Okay, and it's like, it's crusting up in all my pores and stuff too. So like, I'm just gonna have to say, this is not my favorite foundation. Is it terrible? No. I feel like the Morphe 2, the M2, I like this much better. They're about the same price. I want to say this was like $16. This one's $17. So they're about the same price. They're actually almost exactly the same shade. But this one I wore the other day, and I did mix it in with my white mixer and liked the shade better. It just lightened it a tiny bit and made it perfect. The undertone I love of this. So now we know, after all this trial and error, we want a warm undertone. So that's that. Sometimes I can pull off that peachy undertone as well. It usually has just a brightening look on my face, so I don't mind that. What I can't usually get away with, but what I did wear yesterday to church, is a neutral / gray undertone. This is not terrible though. It does tend to look a little bit gray on my skin and a little bit pink. More gray than pink, but because it's so neutral, it just, and I have so much to cover, it's just slightly off, and that just bothers me. I want my skin to look exactly the same, like it's a complete, just continuation of the same shade. Anyway, not my favorite foundation. I like this one better. It's not terrible though. That's all I got for that. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the, should I do the concealer now since I've been rambling on and on? I'm just gonna do it because I just want to. I want to get it done. And again, spoiler alert, I did do this the other day. You get, how much product do you get in this? I'll put the price in the description. I can't remember the price right now. 0.23 ounces, which is about standard. That's a good amount of product. I got this in the shade, what is it? Light 40 neutral. A lot of times a pinky / neutral tone of concealer is going to be good to counteract all the brown that I have going on underneath my eyes. This stinks. Like, it smells, oh, it's almost exactly the same shade as this, the CYO Life Proof. This smells like, oh, something bad. Oh, you know what? It smells like acrylic, like nail acrylic. Not a good smell at all. I didn't notice that the first time that I put it on. I'm going to use this Flower Beauty angled, I think it's just called angled concealer brush. I can't remember. Or angled blending brush, something like that. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, this shade is not the best because it just looks very gray under my eyes. I probably should have gone for a warmer tone. And did I say spoiler alert, but didn't actually spoil it? Well, it's not my favorite. It's okay. And I wouldn't keep this simply because of the shade at this point. But honestly, I think that the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer is just as good, if not better. You get, I can't remember how much, like they don't put on here how much product is in. Do they? No, they do not. They do not put how much product is in here, but I'm gonna say it's probably about the same. This might have a little bit more, I don't know. But anyway, you can get this at Walmart or any drugstore. It's very easy to come by. It's inexpensive. I like this one better, and I would recommend this one over this one. They seem pretty similar. I feel like this offers a little bit more coverage. It's not remarkably more hydrating, but you get an idea of how that's gonna look. Now, if you guys really want a separate video on this concealer, just to show like the actual coverage on my dark eyes, which I should have done that. Anyway, I'm done. I'm gonna stop rambling. This video is going too long. So I can make a separate video if you want, if you're that interested. My opinion is this is an average concealer, and I wouldn't go out of my way to purchase it. So thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe. I will wear this. No, I will not, because I already did. Thank you guys for watching. I did wear this for a full day. Not that impressed. It's all right. That's all I got. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, all that jazz, and I will see you in the next one.